Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm so super excited to see you all, and I just want to wish you a happy new year and just wishing you the best universal support and contentment in whatever you choose to do. My name's Jo, and the housekeeping for this session is that it's being recorded so that anyone that isn't able to join us live can watch it. It's amazing if you can have your video on, put your video on, because I just think that really, I love the energy of that. I love the energy to see your faces. And I'll only use slides or share screen when it really benefits the content or the learning. Other than that, I won't share my screen too much. You can mute your microphone if there's a lot of background noise, but we really want this to be interactive. So if you want to speak, obviously unmute and continue to put things in the chat. If you have any comments or questions, or you just want to share something, put it in the chat. So yeah, today's session is going to be, first of all, me introducing the challenge, telling you about the health and fitness challenge that we have, because that is super exciting. And then I'll show you where to find that on the Lifebook platform, if you don't know where it is. And then also I'm going to then show you where the events are. In case you don't know, we can have a look at the events. And then I'm going to introduce you to this amazing team of people who is supporting the Health and Fitness Month with just sharing their expertise and their time. And I'm just so grateful to them. So they'll have a few minutes each to introduce themselves and to tell us about the events that they're putting on the platform for us. And then we're going to have some sharing. It'll be amazing to know what you guys have planned, what your goals are for this month, or what you're hoping to learn, or if you want to share some challenges or some results, then that would be great. And then after that, Hilary is going to do a little summary for us. And that's it. So let's begin with, so as life bookers, we have already consciously taken a very deep dive into health and fitness. We've looked at our premise, our vision, our purpose, and our strategy. And I don't know if you remember in the first category of the health and fitness video that John presented to us when we first did Lifebook, he talks about, he says, the first wealth is health. And I'm really on board with that. I think that health and fitness, our vision for health and fitness, is deeply connected to everything in life. And everything in life is deeply connected and supports our health and fitness. So the connectivity with this category just has a massive ripple effect on everything. And so that's why during this month, we really want to lock in this important category and give it all the attention, all the love, all the knowledge, all the support, and all the community energy that we can, so that we can start the year off well. And with that said, I want to introduce you to the challenge. So our challenge this month is we are traveling the world through time and space. And we're actually building on last year's challenge, where, I don't know if you remember, but Heidi, the challenge was to, in distance, do a circumference of the globe. So all of us are tracking and logging our distance to see how far we can go as a community. And this year we've added on time. So because what we would really like to do is inspire you to move your body more, because what we have now learned is that if you incorporate frequent movement into your day, so we're talking about not having such a sedentary lifestyle. Previously, even if you just did an hour of activity, like a workout, you go to a gym and you do an hour of intense workout, but the rest of your day is sedentary, that really might not be optimal for our well-being. So we want to really inspire you and motivate you to move more. And this is what the recent findings have supported, that micro workouts, short bursts of activity that last around even 10 minutes of body movement with at least 7,000 steps broken up into the whole day, in addition to your structured training, this is optimal for our health. So that's why we wanted to introduce time into our challenge, so that if you're strength training, if you're doing mobility training, if you're doing yoga, if you're doing handstands, whatever you're doing that doesn't involve distance, you can still log it. And the time is going pole to pole. So we've got distance around the equator, and then we've got time pole to pole. And Hilary and I were looking at where do we start, because we wanted to start it kind of in a city on the equator, and we couldn't really find a good one. So I said, let's start in Borneo, because that's where I am. So we're starting in Borneo, and the distance is going to go east and the time is going to go north, and let's see where we can end up. So I want to show you how to find that on the platform. I'm going to share my screen with you. This is where we get technical. Can you see that? Did that pop up? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so if you look in the Lifebook community, you'll see the announcement here, Health and Fitness Challenge. So we're traveling the world through time and space. The Earth's circumference, 40,000 kilometers. We've got a lot to do, guys. This is serious. This is serious. And then equator, that's around the equator, and then pole to pole, 40,000. So we're beginning in Borneo. This is the land of the orangutans. And like I said, distance is going east, north, time is going north. And all you need to do is click on this link here. So click here, and that will take you to the, can you see now my, no, you can't. Hold on.
Yeah, we can, Jo.
Oh, you can still see. Yeah. Okay. So you can you see the spreadsheet that I've done?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see distance tracker, right? Can you see the distance tracker? And then you just.
How did you get rid of? Because I've got it as far as with the screen with the distance time thing in front of it. Have you just gone down from that?
Yeah. So what you do is, because there's loads and loads of. Can you see everyone's name?
Okay. Yeah.
So everyone's just, all you need to do is type in your name here. So you just put your name and then log it. So this is 1st of January. This is what people were doing on distance. So this is, so Heidi's done 4.8 kilometers. I did 3 kilometers. I noticed we had someone here, Val, 14 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 18. Steve did 18. And so you just put your name here and log your kilometers. You can do it daily or you can do it weekly, however you want to do it. But I'm going to be doing an update every week, and I'm going to be giving shout outs to the top 3 people. So if you want to make it a little bit competitive, we can make it a little bit competitive. And then here's the time tracker. So this is time. How long is everyone spending on there? So this could be yoga, like I said, it could be strength training. So you just put in 90 minutes, 80 minutes. Does that make sense for everyone?
Does.
Yep. Do we have any questions about the challenge?
I wanted to make it louder. Nee, das kann man nur hier rechts machen.
Is everyone good with that? Give me a thumbs up if we're all good. Okay. So now it
I
looks
have a
like,
question.
yes.
I have a question, please. I
Yeah,
can't get
sure.
by the blue thing on that tracker. I have tracked the spreadsheet, but this blue poster of yours is sitting.
Okay,
in the-
let me show you. I'll show you on my screen, Greta. So you're seeing this blue, right?
Yes.
So you just come down here. Can you see it? There's sheets at the bottom.
I don't see your screen now.
Oh, you need to share screen again.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Mhm.
Now I see. Okay, I got it now. Yes.
So this is the front. There's 4 tabs. Yeah.
I got
The
yes.
first one is just announcement. The second one, instructions, if you get lost. And then
Okay,
distance tracker, time tracker.
I got that.
And then what you can actually do, you can scroll right to the bottom and right along, and we can see what the cumulative. That's really fun. If you like statistics, which I do, it's really fun. So you can see, like, we're now on the time we've done 1,460 minutes. So we'll start to see every week. I'll do an update so we can see how far we've gone.
I cannot actually write into it.
You can't put your name in it.
No,
You should be able to.
it is doesn't take any changes from me.
On the distance or the, have you tried distance and time?
Yeah, I'm trying distance right now.
Okay. Maybe what we can do, Greta, at the end.
Getting there. Yeah, okay, got it.
Maybe at the end we can do a little,
I'm okay, thank you.
is it good? Okay. Okay, good. Good. Okay. So any questions on the challenge? No questions. Are we all in on the challenge? Give me a thumbs up if we're in. Okay, awesome. Thank you. It's very exciting. Okay, next after the challenge, the calendar of events. So if we look, how am I doing on time? I'm good. So let's look at the calendar of events real quick. Does everyone know where to find the events?
Yes.
Give me a thumbs up. We're all good. So I don't need to show you the calendar of events, do I?
Yes, please.
You want to? Okay.
Where do I find
Let's
them?
have a look.
Joe, I have a question actually.
Yeah, sure.
Just a quick one. So let's say I walk or run for 1 or 2 hours, and then I do 2 hours of handstand training. Does
Yeah.
this is it separate or is it all
Yeah.
combined?
Separate, because you've done, well, actually it's up to you.
No, sorry. I mean, like, let's say I'm walking. Hold on, time and I think I'm distance. So distance is just like walking,
Yeah,
just walking, right? Running, and time is just strength.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, get it. Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, technically, if you walked for 2 hours and then you did 2 hours of handstands, that's 4
Yeah.
hours. If you want to log it on time, you can. You just can't log it in both places. What I've been
Okay,
doing,
so
is
either yeah.
I've been logging my walking on distance, and then my
Yeah.
on time. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can everyone see the events?
Mhm.
Yep. So you can see we've got loads going on upcoming. So we've got today, we've got early hours for me tomorrow morning, 2 a.m, befriend your nervous system. And then we've got John and Missy on the 4th. And then we have release of negative emotions. And then we've got Hillary. Then we got my game changers, then we got Benny's movement, we've got Hannah's handstands, and it goes on and on and on and on. We've got loads happening. So if you can join live, I think there's all of them are interactive. There's going to be benefit from you joining live, but if you can't, obviously we are going to record them, so you can watch them another time. So that's great. Do we have any questions on events?
I've got a question. I did the key quest last night. Does that get included as well then in the logging?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And also we've got live with Benny, that 100%, like that is going to be movement. So we can count that one, and Hannah's handstands as well. We can, all of that gets counted. Yeah. We want to go as far as we possibly can with our movement. It is a game changer. Okay. Now let me get back to business. So I've introduced the challenge and we've looked at the calendar events. And are we all good so far? All good? Okay, we're all good. Amazing. So now,
I have just a quick question, Jo.
yeah,
the time is all GMT, is it? That's just been seen.
yeah. Actually, the time that you see on my events is Borneo time.
Right.
I think. Let me just check. Yeah. So what? But when you see the event, it will automatically tell you your time.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. So the time you see is your time.
Okay, so 1 a.m. is my time.
If it says 1 a.m, yeah. Which
That's
one
a
is
shame.
1 a.m? Which one is 1
I don't
a.m?
know. I saw a lot of AMs, so I was just
Oh, really?
curious.
If you're looking at my page just now, there were a few, because what we tried to do, we wanted it to be really inclusive. So we've really spread it out among the time zones, because I'm in Asia, Hillary's in Europe, and then we have, we've spread it out as much as we can.
Yeah,
but
try to be as fair as possible.
I'm sure that on your events you will see
it. May be totally. I'll have a look after. It was just to know. So what I see.
Shoot me a message, no worries.
All right, brilliant. Thanks.
Okay, so it's time now for me to introduce you to our team. Maybe what I should probably do is introduce myself, because I haven't done that. And then I'll let all the team introduce themselves. So first of all, a bit about me. My name's Jo Swan, and I live in Sabah, which is in Malaysian Borneo. I've lived here for 18 years. I actually have built an extraordinary life for myself. I've worked really hard, and I have a few companies that I founded here in Malaysia and in the UK. They're all different, but they're all intertwined around what I consider to be my purpose in life. And that is to create, to express, to expand. And along the way, I love to have a lot of adventure. I love to meet amazing people, and I love to help animals, and I love to play. So that's basically what I do. I hold various qualifications in psychology and health and fitness, but most importantly, what I do and what I love to do is I help people do what they say they want to do. So I have a practice, I work with a small group of people, and I help people that are in transitional periods of life, maybe career or relationships, or people that are suffering. In the clinical side of my practice, I help people that are suffering with dependencies. We used to call them addictions, but now we call them dependency, and also performance anxiety. So I work with people who maybe have social anxiety, or they need to perform at work, or athletes in professional athletic performance. So that's what I do. And the events that I'm holding this month are geared around providing you with highly effective tools perception shifts and insights to help you get where you want to get. Whatever you decide you want to do, these game changers will help you get there. And I work a lot with mindset and identifying dysfunctions in the body and connecting with our own body intelligence to make what we want to do much easier. So that's what I'm bringing you. And I've called them game changers, and they're powerful. They really are game changing. And so what I want to do now is let each of the team members introduce themselves. So you have a break from me talking. And we've just got an amazing group of people. I don't know if everyone's here. Let me name them. So we've got Hilary, we've got Elise, we've got Benny, we've got Hannah, we've got Diane. So if any of you want to come forward and tell us about yourself, maybe should we start with Hilary so that you might be braver?
Yeah, well, that's okay, but I can also sandwich.
You want to stand? Who wants to go first? Go on, Hilary. I think you've got to go first.
Hi, I'm Hilary. I'm an American expat in Switzerland since 1994 and still trying to find my way back to Colorado, my heart home. But I like the mountains here too, so I'm doing quite fine. And I'm one of with Joe together, we are the champions for health and fitness. And I think probably not just for this month, but also for the whole year. I think we're going to find ways to keep present and keep inviting you into projects this year. So yeah, my longest professional engagement is in mediation, but in that I also studied Aikido, and with Aikido underway, the felt sense and the sensations of chi in another language really started to change how I perceive myself and life. And I got involved then in a next profession of traditional Chinese medicine through Qigong, and then through Qigong and traditional Chinese medicine, I also got engaged in somatic experiencing, trauma therapy. And so I combine all of these things in my practice. My practice is really quite diverse. I see everybody from babies to people that are ready to transition out of this life. And I work with individuals as well as families and groups. And health and fitness is really what I do every day on a number of levels, whether it's emotional health or physical health, or even health in relationships with family roommates, etc. So I'm bringing some ideas from Qigong, but also Qigong not just as a movement practice, but really as a practice of felt sense, and that Qi is our master. And how do we listen into that and make adjustments in our lives that open up the Qi flow and give us more strength and clarity and vision? And I'm very, very excited about being here. And I had an opening event last night, and I see some of the participants from last night. It was very nice. It's my first time doing an online Qigong. I've been teaching for years, but this is a new format for me. And everybody was quite generous with how I was managing my way through. And it was delightful to meet you all. And again, here to meet you all. I'm very excited about the month, and I'm just going to pass that now on to somebody else in our team.
Who else wants to? Thank you very much, Hilary. It's amazing working with you. Elise, hi Elise.
I'll be brave. I try to be brave. Hi everybody. Yeah, I'm not native English speaking, so it's a bit looking for my words, as I didn't really prepare to introduce myself. I'm a life coach. I'm located not far from Hilary. I'm in Belgium, so I think we're about 700 or 800 kilometers, which is in American perspective not much, I guess. So I'm a life coach, and I do I work a lot around mindset with people, and especially like breaking through old patterns that keep you stuck and moving into like a growth mindset and gain confidence. It's built on my own experience in life, where I've been really for a long time really stuck, but really stuck with chronic fatigue. And last 7 years have been really a tremendous shift. And this is what I want to share with my clients and with people. And for me, in my story, and I think for a lot of people, the nervous system really plays a crucial role, not only in how we move through our days, how we react and respond to situations and other people, but also in how we perceive the world. So it's really, the nervous system really has to do with mind, emotions, body, and even spiritual. Or spirit, or so all these things, they come together in the nervous system. So understanding the nervous system gives really a very interesting way to look, or a good can give you a roadmap to how to look at your life, and what where you can open new possibilities. And so all the things that have been mentioned already, they all contribute actually on bringing our nervous system in balance. And for me personally, like I with fatigue and whatever, moving was really a difficult one. So it's by understanding how it really works also on my nervous system, and that it's much easier. And I find it really it motivates me to really walk my steps every day and do my yoga. And at the same time, I'm really aware of not stretching my limits too much, like moving on with life step by step. And last year, my presentation was focused a bit on people that were struggling with health, and how you can deal with that. Seen from the perspective of the nervous system. This year I'll take it broader, and I'll go really more general into how our nervous system works, and how we can regulate it, or what are ways to regulate it. And there will be this month a lot of ways, a lot of to taste from how you can regulate it. Like, for example, with Qigong, which is a really wonderful practice. So
beautiful. Thank you very much, Elise. And that's tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow
at 7 p.m. Central European time zone.
Or today, actually it's today, isn't it? Because it's in a few hours.
Tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I
hope. Okay. We'll double check.
3rd of January. Yeah.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. I'm Yeah, but I'm already almost on tomorrow. Yes, the 3rd of January. Thank you. Very much looking forward to that. Benny, do you want to go next? Do you want to say hi?
Yes, I can be the next one. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity once again. Feeling really good about this and taking part of this community and this empowerment. So my name is Bernardo, born and raised in Portugal, lived in London for about 6 years-ish, moved back this year to my homeland, which was already a big transformative decision for me in terms of my health and well-being. You can call me Benny to make it easier if that feels okay with you. So my background is a lot of sports background, gymnastics, football, and swimming in the ocean, running, moving, jumping, climbing, all of that stuff. And then I took the qualification as a personal trainer about 8 years ago in Lisbon. And yeah, then I specify in a few different categories: strength training, HIIT training, animal flow, and the most recent one in London, mindfulness, movement, and meditation, because I really felt the need to integrate our internal alignment and not just the body, right? The body is the connector between the physical and the spiritual world. So I felt the call to expand a bit more, and not only to myself, but to my work, which goes through the integration of physical training, natural movements that ask for our natural range of motion, and at the same time, as we train, I used to say that we're not training the body, we're training the mind. So as we train the mind to stay in the body, the spirit sets free effortlessly, automatically. It's something that we don't have to think about, just becoming aware of. So it's recognizing instead of knowing. We know this already. So it's recognizing that by moving the body, and it has been said, we activate the nervous system, which automatically signals the brain to let go, and we are in our body. So while we are in our body, we're not drifting aimlessly and thinking about whatever or questioning. We just concentrated on moving functionally, freely, and intentionally. So yeah, what else can I say? As we activate the body through some high heart rate exercises and some stability exercises and some mobility exercises and some mindful movement exercises, such as Qigong, for example, we actually we get to the main benefits. Obviously, it's a handful of physical and mental benefits. But apart from those physiological benefits and mental and emotional, we get the feeling of looking after ourselves. And that's the most important thing for me, because we're showing up for ourselves. 5 minutes run is a run. 2 minutes run is a run. 2 minutes of movement, it is a practice. So it's about taking gradual steps. And it's about recognizing that we can do good stuff for ourselves, right? So that generates the feeling of openness and commitment, accomplishment and nourishment at the same time, right? And I believe that collectively, the impact is much bigger, right? I space out, I drift off quite easily, but I try to be a bit more concise now on the last minute in terms of what I do. So normally I start my sessions with 10 minutes of mindful movement, some Qigong and some other movements to release tension in the body and remove some trigger points, while connecting with our breathing, which is our best friend and the best guidance. And then we can jump into some stability exercises, some animal flow, ground flow, unilateral exercises that it makes us train both sides equally. With one leg standing or 2 supports, 3 supports, it makes you becoming more aware of what is happening in the body, what is really need to be done and draw our attention to. And then we can do some high heart rate stuff according to our fitness level and capacities. All ages and levels are welcome, because options will be provided, and scaling exercises down. And then for the last 10 minutes, as it's a perfect state actually, because as we get the blood flow going, we vary in the body, and then as we cool down, it's a perfect state because our brain activity drops. And as it drops, even if you want to think about much, you don't, because the blood pressure levels are coming down really gently, really, it just feels right to hold some space for a meditation, gratitude practice, manifestation, whatever feels right for us, but feeling the internal alignment taking place as I come to the conclusion that there is no separation. So, and I always remember a quote, and I'll share that with you, and that will be the last one for now. A body in motion always deals better with emotion. So, as we move the body intentionally, as we train the body intentionally, physical training, and then we remove trapped emotions in the body, because the triggers that we feel throughout the day, they get stuck in the body through trigger points, mainly shoulders and hips, mainly, but it can be throughout the whole body. So it's really the most powerful tool to heal, to feel good, to commit, to increase our energy levels, to ground, and just to make life more meaningful, more playful, and with more gratitude, with a sense of gratitude overpouring us throughout the day. So this is me for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Benny. And what I really love about what you bring and your practice is that integration. I think it's just so powerful. You know, integrating you know, the mind, body, soul into the practice. I love that. I've trained with you and I've learned a lot from you. So I'm just so happy, so grateful that you're here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Hannah, where's my beautiful Hannah? Hannah.
Hello, my beautiful Jo.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for having me on here and for inviting me. It's my first time, so I'm a little nervous, but also excited. So I'm gonna keep it short. I'm Hannah. I'm originally from Germany. I live in England, West London, since 2010. Pretty much has been my home since then. My background is yoga. I started practicing 2012, started teaching 2016, but my heart was never in it. Like, I loved the practice, but I loved it at the beginning, but towards the end, I don't know, it wasn't like, it wasn't my purpose. And then I found handstands in 2018, and I literally, fell in love with handstands, practiced pretty much every available hour in London with my coach, Saina, who also Jo knows very well. He's amazing. He's incredible. And then since 2018, I pretty much traveled all around the world, from Australia to Bali, all around Europe, Thailand, finding my coaches and just training with them. And handstands then became my life. And it literally handstands literally, it's the only reason why, you know, I want to get out of bed in the morning. And I wouldn't want to do anything else. So I started teaching beginning of last year in England, doing workshops and teaching festivals, and now I'm teaching online. And especially in the winter months, I'm traveling a lot, mainly to Asia. So I like to spend the summers in England and the winters in Asia or in warm countries. So yeah, for me, it's just like, it's all about the feeling. So I always say to my students, it's a feeling of being, you know, in the upside down. It's like, it gives me the feeling of freedom, being alive, feeling of strength, because you're trading, you know, that's actually a nice quote also. One of my favorites, it says you're trading hours for seconds. So like, I spend pretty much 3 to 4 hours a day, like on flexibility, on conditioning. It's not only being on the hands, you know, it's like a lot of like strength involved, conditioning involved, and getting my body ready for it. So, and, you know, improving your awareness, which means it only helps, you only can improve the awareness if you're then doing repetitions for it, pretty much, like doing the same thing over and over again. So, and as long as you're okay with trading hours for like many seconds for the achievement, then, you know, you found what you love. And you know, it's my love. So, yeah, and that's why I'm here. So I'm teaching the next 3 Sundays, beginner it's a beginner online workshop where I'm just going through like a flexibility sequence and then some drills. And then for people who already are going upside down, I mean, I give different options for different people. So I've got some experience now that can teach beginners and post beginners at the same time. And I'm super excited to be here.
Amazing. Thank you, Hannah. Yeah, you taught me trading hours for seconds. I love that. I love that sentence, and I think it's an amazing example of, we in the Lifebook community, habits are a big thing, like our daily habits, that it's what we concentrate on a lot, and we are looking for that incremental change that happens with consistency. And handstands are the ultimate discipline to teach us that, because change is so slow, but we just do it every day, the incremental changes, the incremental improvements. So yeah, super excited that you're here. Thank you very much. And Diane, where's Diane?
Oh, hello.
Hi, thank you.
Hey, thank you, Jo, Hillary, both of you, for, I know, the intense time and effort, but also passion this takes. So thank you for bringing it to all of us. I'm going to start with a little quote from a little reading from this beautiful book called The Hidden Messages of Water by Masaru Emoto, a Japanese scientist. You may know it. And I just opened it up for us this morning, just wherever it opened. And the chapter 5 is a smile that fills the world. A smile that fills the world. And this one paragraph jumped out. What could it be that caught the interest of so many people in so many different countries, talking about his scientific research around water? I think that when a person looks at the photographs of water crystals, a physical change takes place in the water within that person's body. Water has a message for the world. The world is linked together by love and gratitude. Beautiful. So the hidden messages of water, and we're going to dive into the consciousness of water. And because we are each approximately 80% water, how we care for the water in our body, in addition to the water in our world, has everything to do with our health and our fitness. And if our internal waters are not pure and in motion and vitalized and conscious, our health will not be pure and vitalized and conscious. We see that the water in our world, many countries, poisoned by lead or contaminants. What's happening to our aquatic species is also happening to us. The inability to access water by many, many people in the world is creating devastating effects, clearly on their own health, but also the health of their communities. So that's one piece. The other piece is the incredible, the light that is carried by water. And our light, our chi, our energy, our vitality is also inherent in the quality of water. And we're going to move from our own personal health, but how the exchange of waters, our internal water, but also the exchange of water with our lover, vitalizes our own health and their health. And in that and through that, our spiritual radiance rises, it expands, it amplifies. And so we're going to move through 3 steps: our physical health, the health of our relationship, and then, of course, our health in our soul's purpose to the world, and how water is the through line in all of that development. It's magical, it's mystical. And just a little bit about me. I'm first and foremost a lifetime dancer. I was in New York City for 14 years. I've toured the world professionally. I've been in my body my whole life, loving movement. And I also now own a sacred center dedicated to health and wellness. It's a fully equipped Pilates studio. I'm a life coach, also a Qigong practitioner and teacher. And I work now with couples through Qigong and intimacy, and And for the last 21 years, after my vision quest in Peru, I was called to reawaken the teachings of the ancient Mother Moon Lodge. And so I've been facilitating a women's moon lodge for 21 years, which includes a sacred water walk. And I'll talk more about that in our session, because when we walk with the water and we walk for the water, we're really walking for the world and for the next 7 generations and for all the species. And so we're just gonna tap into how you can be very conscious in all of your movement practices with all of these beautiful people through the month, and hold the sacredness of your water in your consciousness, which will it will empower your handstands and your qigong practice and your mindfulness in ways exponentially that will really blow your mind. So I'm very excited to share all of that with you.
Yeah. Thank you, Diane. Your work is just magical, and I'm just like, we're all so grateful that you're here to share that. So thank you very much. We'll just remind everyone. So Benny, your session is this Saturday. Hannah's is Sunday, this coming Sunday. Diane, when's your event?
It's in 2 parts. The 16th in the United States,
right.
anyway, the
Yeah.
16th, 17th for many of you, and then the following week also the 23rd or the 24th, depending on where you are.
Good, superb. And then we do have our other lady, but she's not very well. So, but she has already posted her events onto the. Let me just have a quick look. Jill. Where is she? Well, I'll let you have a look at the events anyway. I won't take up the time now. Okay, I think that's all of our team members have introduced themselves. Is that right? We're good with that. We have a couple of questions. The first one, Hannah. Is your handstand class suitable for people with little upper body strength?
Yes, absolutely. It will be like a pure beginner, complete beginner workshop.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will give options for people who have like very little strength.
Yeah.
And for the ones who have more, they can literally do the option 2, option 3. So yes, please do come.
Yeah, and this is just such an amazing opportunity, everyone, because it really is for everyone to just have a play, right? Just have a play and have fun. Like, there's a really, really very kind environment. Actually, Hannah's not very kind, but you know,
no, not kind. I pick people bad.
She's not kind at all, but we still love her. So yeah, please join. And then what was the other question? Benny, do we need a lot of space for your class?
I would say distance wise, like a few 3-4 meters square, maybe.
Okay.
3 meters square, is that okay?
3 meters. Who asked? Do we need a lot of space? Melanie. Yeah. Yeah. I think we said also we said bring a mat, right? Just a yoga mat.
Yeah. If you got a mat, that'll be good. A lot of ground flow exercises and standing up exercises, and we won't get to like running or just doing exercises that requires a lot of space, but enough space so you can move freely.
Yeah.
I mean, 2-3 meters, I would say 3 meters. I think it's.
Yeah.
Will you be doing any of the animal flow?
Yes. Yes. So some crawling and just exploring different angles. In 4 supports, right? In 4 supports with our hands and with our feet, or in our knees. Yeah. So it's fun. It's good fun. As Joe says, I think the playful part has to be there.
Yeah.
When we get into that mindset of playing, I think we take a lot of pressure off doing the things correctly. There's no right or wrong. There's a way that feels good for our body.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And what I've loved about your practice, Benny, is what I've done is I've taken, you know, a few things that I learned from you, and I just integrate them. Like I've got a very simple morning routine, like 7 minutes literally, but I just take a few things that I've learned from you and I've put it in there. So I just do it like for 1 minute or half a minute, you know, some of the work. And it's so, oh, it's just such a great thing to do in, you know, in the morning. So what we're going to learn from you, we can just take, you know, take different pieces.
Sure, because I haven't said something really, really important that for me, it's my main goal as a coach and as a trainer, is making people more proactive and less dependent. I think that's a really crucial point in every coach, in every practice, right? People have to be more proactive. However, there is people to help and support and guide, and that's great. Right, but I believe one of the turning points is when we are able to set a session on your own without the reliance on someone else to provide what we need. Intuitive moving. How does my body feel today? Let me listen to my body. It might take a minute, it might take an hour, but what does my body need? Blowing off steam today, just some breathing exercises, just some qigong. Maybe I need to I need to stretch my groin because it was acting a bit funny yesterday. So it comes to the point that we learn how to trust and listen to the body. But we're here to help. Of course, this is what I love doing. But proactivity is definitely something that I really work on with my students, with the people that I teach and share. Yeah. Beautiful. Homework will be provided. That's what homework will be provided at the end of the session. A little exercise, a little challenge, something simple. Yeah.
Right. Perfect. And someone said they don't feel confident to have the camera on whilst exercising or upside down. I think that's fine, right? Everyone's just got to be comfortable to do whatever they want. And is there an accountability group starting in January? There is an accountability group. There's 2 actually that I saw. Hilary and I have not organized an official one, because there are 2 that are ongoing. Maybe I can hunt those out for you and I'll do a post to let you know about accountability. Are people here interested in accountability groups? Do you want accountability groups? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we can do there. What I'll do, because I know that last year, what Judy did was she had different time zones for different groups. Okay. Yeah. I think we need accountability groups. Amazing. That's nice. Well, let's do that. Okay. Leave that with me, guys. I'll look at what's already going on. I'll get in contact with those people and then post the groups that are out there and make sure that we've got the time zones covered. Okay, do we have any questions before we wrap up? Or does anyone want to share anything?
Yes, Joe, sorry, me quickly.
Yes.
Regarding the space Benny just explained, for the sessions, people would need 2 yoga blocks, a yoga mat, wall space, a chair if possible, only if they're like beginner, and ideally be on wooden floor, balance on wooden floor. So
okay. Okay, that's for the handstands. Yep. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And if we haven't got yoga blocks, that's okay. Yeah. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Going back to the tracking, I'll do, as far as my walking's concerned, I'll do a consolidated walk with the dog in the day, but probably 1/3 of my distance comes from wandering around, chatting to people, walking to town, walking up to the shop. So can I just log that in 2 things? Can I just log the distance for that and not the time? Because it's going to be really, because I'm on my feet and wandering around all the time, it's going to just be tricky to.
Yeah, this is like what we want to encourage. We want to encourage movement. So if that means, you know, you're walking to the shops instead of going to the car in the shops, if you're driving your car 15 minutes away from where you're working, and then you walk in. You know, this is what we want to encourage people to do. Just move as much as possible. So definitely log it. As long as
I can consolidate the nibbly bits.
Yeah.
Into one recording.
Yeah, because that's what we're doing. Like, we want to achieve everyone wants to achieve at least 7,000 steps a day. And that's a combination of everything. So yeah, definitely consolidate it. Amazing. Yeah. Good. Any more questions from anyone? No. So I'm gonna thank you all. This is like super exciting. I love the energy, and I'm going to hand over to Hilary for the closing. You're muted, Hilary. We can't hear you.
It's just
okay.
Let you know that. You know, lovely that you've all come, and that we will all get to see each other again through this month, and hopefully also extended beyond the Health and Fitness Month, because it's going to become not just a month, but really a lifestyle. And in each of our practices, I think we all come together with the same idea that pick and choose in each of the practices those things that you resonate with, and then expand on them, repeat and expand, and just continue to be in movement, whether it's physical movement, bringing your mind to your body movement, moving your emotions, just being in life and alive. And that's what this is about. So yeah, I wish you all a good adventure in your lives, as well as in our practices that we've offered up this month. It's really going to be a great January.
Yeah, it is. So for the last 1 minute, why don't we unmute ourselves and just get the energy really roaring? We can motivate each other and support each other, and you can just shout out and share to each other anything that you want to say. We can all talk at the same time. I love it. Just to end it all. Everybody unmute and send out love and energy and wishes. Happy New Year's.
Blessings to
Thank you very
everyone.
much.
Everyone.
Successful
That's amazing. Happy New Year. Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Okay, signing off.
Cool.